There be light in the sky from the palace and high. When I come to the end of the road, when the long days ended and the journey is o'er, I shall enter that blessed abode. For Yahusha that I love will be waiting for me when I come to the end of the road. Every long weary mile I recount with a smile when I come to the end of the road. When the long days ended and the journey is o'er, I shall enter that blessed abode. For Yahusha that I love will be waiting for me. Oh, when I come to the end of the road. Good evening, world. 6 days have now come to its end since Yahuwah's creation Sabbath of the full moon of the 6th biblical lunar month, Elul 15th, 6007, and I am out here this evening to acknowledge the arrival of Yahuwah's creation Sabbath of the 3rd quarter of the moon of the 6th biblical lunar month, Elul 22nd, 6007. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the 7th day, Yahuwah Elohim, the creator of the heavens and the earth, ended his work which he had made, and rested on the seventh day, the Sabbath day, and hallowed it. Genesis 2, verses 1 to 3. Shining light in the valley, shining light in the wilderness, shining light in the valley, shining light in the valley over there. Oh, Moses, he saw the bush burning. Moses saw, yes, Moses saw the bush burning. Moses saw the bush burning. Moses saw the bush burning over there. Yes, this is Yahuwah's creation Sabbath. Yes, it is the Sabbath of the third quarter of the moon of the sixth biblical lunar month. And it is truly amazing as I watch night after night until it turns into morning after morning, as the full moon decreased in size in preparation for the Sabbath of the third quarter of the moon. And I am amazed but not surprised, because I have seen it month after month as Yahuwah direct time through his time clock, the moon, which he put in place from the fourth day of creation, before he created man on the sixth day. And so in Psalms 81, verses 1 to 4, I'm going to turn the page and read where we are to sing unto Yahuwah our strength, and make a joyful shout to the Elohim of Jacob. Raise the song and sound the timbrel, the sweet sounding lyre with the harp. Blow the shofar, ram's horn at the new moon. Blow the shofar at the time appointed, at the full moon, the day of the solemn feast. For this is a statute for Israel, and the law to the Elohim of Jacob. Yes, this is what Yahuwah's people are to do at the new moon, in the day of the solemn feast, because family and friends and the world, it is the moon that is Yahuwah's time clock. And it is the moon, the new moon, which determines which day of the week on Rome's Gregorian calendar, where Constantine of Rome has hidden Yahuwah's creation Sabbath. I am perturbed and somewhat disappointed that the greatest event that has taken place in the earth is not recognized by the people, even the people who claim to be servants of Yahuwah. They still, after knowing the name of Yahuwah, that he is not Lord nor God as the Greeks made it out to be, even them seem not to know that Yahuwah's creation Sabbath is determined by the moon. And so Yah is now calling his people to come out of Egypt's and Babylon deception. It says in Exodus 3, and I'm going to read a few verses. There was a Malik of Yahuwah appeared in a flame of fire from the bush. Moses looked, and behold, Moses looked, and behold, though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. When Yahuwah saw that he had came to look, Yahuwah called him from within the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he answered, Here I am. Then he said, Do not come closer to this place. Take off your sandals from off your feet, for the place where you stand is holy ground. Then he said, I am Yahuwah, your heavenly Father, the Father of Abraham, the Father of Isaac, and the Father of Jacob. At this Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon Yahuwah. Yahuwah said, I have surely seen the oppression of my people in Egypt, and have heard the cry because of their slave masters. And I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to deliver them out of the hands of the Egyptians, and to bring them up from the land to a rich and spacious land, to a land flowing with milk, the home of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzite, the Hittites, and the Zebulites. Now behold, the cry of the children of Israel has reached me, and I have seen the way the Egyptians oppress them. Come now, go. I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And Yahuwah said, I will be with you. First Moses said to Yahuwah, who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the children of Israel out of Egypt? And Yahuwah said, I will be with you, and I will be, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, you will worship me on this mountain. Yes, Yahuwah commanded Moses to go to Pharaoh and to command Pharaoh to let my people go. Today, we too are in Egypt as well as in Babylon, and our slave masters have been killing us, afflicting Yahuwah's people. Our Hebrews, brothers and sisters who are called black people, are being murdered by the authorities, and no one is there to bring justice to Yahuwah's people. But today Yahuwah is awakening his people, Israel. And Yahuwah have been sending messengers to gather his people in preparation for their deliverance. Preparation for their deliverance after Israel's oppression of 400 years by the present European slave masters. After our ancestors have suffered the curses of Deuteronomy 28 because they had rejected the laws of Yahuwah and have turned to idolatry. We are told that our ancestors were enslaved, but Yahuwah has promised to bring back his people home to their own land. I'm going to look at Jeremiah Jeremiah 16, where Yahuwah promised to bring back his people, to gather his people from the four corners of the earth where he has scattered them. And we can depend upon Yahuwah to do exactly what he says. As Yahuwah calls us to remember his Sabbath day, to keep it holy, and as Yahuwah reveals to us that his Sabbath is determined by the new moon and the four phases of the moon, I would suggest that we take heed now before it is eternally too late. Jeremiah, which is called Jeremiah 16 verses 14 says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, says Yahuwah, that it will no more be said, as surely as Yahuwah lives, who brought the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, but it will be said, surely as Yahuwah lives, who brought the children of Israel from the protected place and from the lands where he had driven them. For I will bring them back into their land, which I gave their fathers. Behold, I will send for many fishers, says Yahuwah, and they will fish them. And afterward, I will send many hunters, and they will hunt them from every mountain and every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon their ways, they are not hidden from my face, nor is their iniquity hidden from my eyes. But I will repay double their iniquity and their sins, because they have defiled my land. They have defiled my inheritance with the carcass of their detestable and abominable Elohim. Verse 19, it says, O Yahuwah, my strength and my fortress, my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles will come to you from the ends of the earth and will say, surely our fathers have inherited nothing but lies and vanity, worthless, powerless gods, Elohim, of no use at all. Yes, Yahuwah is now ready to gather Israel from the four corners of the earth where he had scattered them because of their rebellion against his laws as well as for their own protection. So, Israelites and those who cleave to Israel, Yahuwah's promise is coming true. We see that the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, are not sitting down any longer and turning the other cheek, as the Greek translators bid them to believe. You see, we got to realize that the Greeks who translated the Hebrew scriptures were idolaters, killers, murderers, and worshippers of pigs. So they who translate the Hebrew scriptures, which belongs to the Hebrews, have misled us. And so even the Sabbath have been hidden among the working days of the Gregorian calendar. I can only urge us now to remember Yahuwah's Sabbath day, to keep it holy. I can only urge us to know of a fact that Saturday is not Yahuwah's creation Sabbath. Yahuwah's Sabbath is determined by the new moon and the 4 phases of the moon. Yahuwah spoke to Moses to speak unto the children of Israel, saying, surely my Sabbaths he shall keep, for they are a sign between me and you throughout your generations. Yahuwah's Sabbath is a perpetual sign between him and his people. And so this evening, I am here again to inform and to declare that Yahuwah's Sabbath of creation has arrived. This is the 3rd of 4 Sabbaths, creation Sabbaths, that falls on Wednesdays on Yahuwah's that falls on Rome's Gregorian calendar. Therefore, let us remember Yahuwah's Sabbath day to keep it holy. It is a sign, a perpetual sign between Yahuwah and the children of Israel throughout all their generations. And if I can see this before my time is ended, verses 17 of chapter 31 says, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. Verse 16 says, therefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbaths, to observe the Sabbaths throughout their generation as a perpetual sign, as a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. So let's remember Yahuwah's Sabbath day to keep it holy. And as Yahuwah is awakening his people out of Egypt, let us forsake the idolatry of Constantine fixed Saturday Sabbath. Amos 5 verse 26 says that the children of Israel themselves keep Saturn, which Saturday is named after the gods, the star god Saturn. Let's not have any part to do with idol or idolatry. Let us keep Yahuwah's Sabbath. This is the Sabbath of the third quarter of the moon. Elul 22nd, 6007. He to us a sign shall be, true out all eternity. Let's remember Isaiah 1 verses 19 and 20. If he be willing and obedient, he shall eat the good of the land. But if he refuse and rebel, he shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of Yahuwah has spoken it. Yahusha himself says, if he loves me, keep my commandments. Let us keep Yahuwah's Sabbath day holy. Let us rejoice in obeying him, so that we will be counted worthy to eat from the tree of life. Have a happy Sabbath. And if you look out tomorrow morning, you will see the third quarter of the moon bearing witness that it is Yahuwah's Sabbath day. Shalom. Shalom. He to us a sign shall be.